Hey creatives, and welcome to Technique Tuesday. If we've never met, my name is Kim and I'm a creative freelancer with a passion for film and the written word. And if we have met, welcome back. And on today's Technique Tuesday, we're talking cinematography. Let's get started. Alright guys, I know what you're saying. Cinematography is not a technique, it is an art, and that is true. But cinematography has so much impact on techniques that happen in post that I wanted to talk about it. I think it's probably one of the most important things in a film or on a film that is done. So let's talk about cinematography. Cinematography has to do with all the visual elements of a film. That means lens choice, lighting, camera movement, color temperature, all the silent storytellers cinematographers have their hands in. So a cinematographer is oftentimes the right hand of the director, and depending on the director, has a lot of free rein to make choices. Some directors are a little bit more tight-fisted, but all in all, a cinematographer is one of the three most important people on a film that has to do with the visual storytelling. Not to say everybody else is not important, because obviously I'm a visual effects artist and a writer, so I really think that those two people are important. But if we're thinking about the end result, the visual aspect of the storytelling, the three people, director, cinematographer, editor, that have that in their hands are the most important people. They can make or break a film. So let's talk a little about the components of cinematography and what exactly they do. So one of the components is film stock or sensor choice. Now, in the day and age where everything was filmed on film, the film stock choice was important because it would deal with, how grainy the film is, the color temperature, all of those things was important because that was the very first selection. That was like picking the right notebook to write your notes in, or picking the right laptop to tell your story. Like, it is the key, the vital key, the first step to telling that visual story. So nowadays, when a lot of films are done digitally, the sensor is just as important. And basically this selection tells you what type of cinematic look that film is going to have, which can, change the whole meaning of a film if you choose the wrong one. Another component of cinematography is the lens choice. And coming with the lens, you talk about focus and depth of field and filters. All those things come together to once again further that visual storytelling aspect of a film. So yeah, like the lens choice, depth of field, focal, those are all key, vital importance. And then the next one is, in my opinion, the most important job that a cinematographer does, and that is the lighting. I have an affinity for cinematographers and directors who like to play with light and dark and like intensely. And so for example, I'll put in the description below, but I did a workup on cinematography as well as a famous cinematographer, Vittorio Storaro, and a piece of his work. I did a cinematic review of Apocalypse Now, and I'll link those all in the description below. So if you want to head over and check out and kind of get more of an in-depth look at cinematography and one of the masters of it, I'll make sure that's down there for you guys. But lighting can play a key point, and attached with lighting is the camera movement, because once they've set up the lighting to tell the story of what they want you to focus on, or the inner struggle, or whatever they're trying to tell you with the lighting scheme, the camera movement is super important, because you have to they've set that lighting up for a specific motion. So if they've set it up so you pan this way, and the director says, oh, I want to pan this way, the lighting is not set up for that. So lighting is so key, and sometimes I think an often overlooked piece of good cinema. So guys, those are kind of some components of cinematography and what a cinematographer does. So do me a favor, in the comments below, leave me your favorite cinematographer and one of your favorite movies of theirs, and I can't wait to see what you guys put down in the comments below. Anyways guys, if you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you're digging on Technique Tuesday, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And please remember, I post every day by 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and every day is a different show, but they all have to do with film and the written word. And yeah guys, until next time, safe journey.